Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day, a wonderful day. I wanted to get on here and tell you guys there are a couple of different things that I feel like are going to be very beneficial to a lot of people, and that's why I decided to do this YouTube video because I want to be helpful to people that really want to be able to have good mental health, and I want to be able to help people along their journey when it comes down to dealing with stresses. Now, everybody knows that in America, evidently, we have a lot of stresses in America. Why? It's because we live in a world that is always about pressures of society, pressures of finances, pressures of just dealing with everyday life situations, social activities, pressures of relationships. Some people get pressured into wanting to build a family. Some people would rather not care, would rather not give a damn about relationships. The list may go on. Some people are not fulfilled because they're not happy with where they're at, because they would rather, take the easy road out, as they would say, and just not work on themselves. A lot of people would want to rather take the short way out than to really do the work. So, if you're the type of person who loves to procrastinate, if you're the type of person who loves to, when they're having things to do in their daily routine, and they would rather put that off and do something else, this video is for all those type of people. I've always been a motivational person. I've always been persistent. I never really had a problem with, you know, lack of motivation. I think one of the key elements to having successful, relationships is to be able to work and improve in the areas that you need to work and improve in. Like, literally, I had a talk with my doctor. Dr. Tim is my social worker. I've been working with Dr. Tim for a while now. He's one of the greatest people that I know that I can really, just have a conversation with. And why? And the main thing is when you're dealing with, therapy or getting off your mind with things that are dealing with your family life, your relationship life, your work life, it can all get overwhelming. Like, one of my friends, Mary, had told me, she said he'd take one day step at a time. Okay? So it's easy to see what you know that you are doing that is a mistake and things like that, but it's harder to put that into work. Let's all be honest here. It's so much easier to have somebody tell you what you need to do and how you need to do it, and just like, I've always been that type of person who's always been pretty driven, so I never had that problem when it came, like I said, when it came down to dealing with laziness or procrastination or whatever. That's the same. It's basically the same things. It's just another word to saying what it is. But the biggest thing that I want you guys to take away from this video is how to use your resources when you are underneath stressful situations. When you have kids, you know damn well how hard it is to have stresses in your life. When somebody has to take care of, a loved one, I think the biggest thing that we have, especially being a woman, I don't know about being a man, but me personally, knowing that being a mom, a caretaker, a provider, somebody who has to take care of their kids, I take that responsibility very high. Okay, and the saying goes, if the cup is half empty, like where if it's half empty, how can you fill anything up? How can you be able to help anybody if you're not helping yourself? Now, I always hear that all the time, but the biggest thing is a lot of times we know what causes us to be anxious. We know, like for me, I know where my triggers hit. I know when I become reactive. I know when I can't handle a certain situation. And so that's why it's so important. And I'll say this again because I want everybody to understand. It's so important that you take your mental health as much as you can and deal with that in first, because that's the hardest thing, is to deal with your mental health, because that's the part of you that's the most personal part of you. The physical health, you can exercise, you can get motivated, you can do those type of things, and that's like something that a lot of people tend to not want to do. But again, these are all things that can help you and stuff. But like, I put a couple of different resources on here. You guys can take a look. Telehealth is a very good resource for people who are have busy, hectic schedules, and they just don't have the time to like pop in and go straight into a telehealth is a resource that really is beneficial to those people who are busy and who cannot always, go into a doctor's office, like I said, and and just drive there, or whatever you have to do. Some people take buses, some people take cabs, whatever you have to do in order to getting there. Um, like I said, most importantly, when it comes down to a healthcare provider, you have to build trust with that person. If you feel like you don't trust that person who's going to be able to help you, that's going to not really help you in evolving into what you want to do in your life. So keep that in mind. Okay. So I'm going to be buying some products for my skin, for like my facial skin products, which would be like my moisturizers, and I'm getting products coming up for my mom for her Shiseido. It's like a night cream. I will make sure I do a beauty haul video. I think guys would enjoy that video. Yeah, I'll do that as soon as I get the chance to get the products and then make the video. But yeah, whenever I do get the chance to do that, I will make sure to post it on and get on here and make sure that you guys are able to see the video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube video and have an awesome Wednesday.